Yeah, so I just walked past all of them, Chad, and no one said anything to me.
No one said a word.
Nothing. You just gotta act like you know what you're doing.
Well, the good news
half
is
of it.
Brady and I got in. We didn't have to pay.
Well, neither did I.
We're part of the meet. Well, we did it the honest way. You just walked past them.
Well, that was honest.
Thank you
Anyway,
to tonight's broadcast. I'm Chad Hannon.
Jesse Shea.
Joined by Brady Smith tonight. He's going to be manning the camera as well as the scoreboard. And he's, for the first time this year, he's going to wear a headset. So we're going to be a legitimate production tonight. Probably.
First time this year. He wore it last
Yeah,
he wore
this
it
year.
Yeah.
But we're as legitimate as two middle-aged dudes talking to people on YouTube can possibly be. Tonight's matchup between the St. Albert Saints and the Riverside Bulldogs. Saints come in 21-1, ranked number 1 in Class 1A, looking to go back to state. Of course, they made it last year, dropped a heartbreaker in the semifinals to Northland. They're hoping to punch that ticket once again. Coach Dick Wettengale has got his girls firing on all cylinders this year, and they are looking to complete the next step in the process as they come out on the floor. The Riverside Bulldogs, 20-3, second place in the WIC to Trainer. Two of their 3 losses are to Trainer. The other one, unexplainably, to Missouri Valley in game number 2 of the season.
Really? Could have been a bug going through the team or
they've
whatever.
They've definitely made a lot of progress since then. Formidable opponent. According to our good friend BC Moore, Brent Moore says Saints ranked number 1, Riverside ranked 12th. Saints number 3 strength of schedule, Riverside number 33 strength of schedule. And of course the Saints are the Hawkeye 10 champs for the second year in a row. They are led by junior Ava Underwood. She will wear number 40. She will be the last starter announced for the Saints. So she's averaging over 13 points and over 10 rebounds a game. She'll be the leader for the Saints. When you look at the leaders for the Bulldogs, some people to watch. You're looking at Sydney Summers, number 14, Sophia Taylor, number 24, and Caden Schnack, number 15.
Packed house, Chad.
Yes, it is. I want to thank Jeff Novotny at AL. He's the athletic director over here. Wonderful, large gym, nice venue. He took care of us, got us all set up, ready to roll.
Yeah, last night we were in Denison. Great venue, great gym. I don't think it could have handled this crowd.
No. Derek Fink did a great job up in Denison. We greatly appreciate their hospitality. Good contingent from both schools. The Riverside student section.
Boo Bird's out already.
Boo Birds are out. All right. Alexis Narmi checking in, our executive producer from college. We appreciate her as always.
Couldn't do any of this without you.
Nope.
I never have reception in this gym.
There is none to speak of. And hopefully nobody logs on to the Wi-Fi, because if they do, that will complicate things for us because we had to join their Wi-Fi here.
Sure, we'll get the text machine will start coming if we start buffering or anything like that.
First starter for Riverside, number 11, Sophia Venner. She's a 5'8" sophomore. First starter for the Saints, the senior, Ellie Monahan, one of 2 seniors in the starting lineup. She's wearing a white jersey with a green number 2. Second Riverside starter, number 14, Sydney Summers, also a sophomore, checking in at 5'10". She's their leading scorer and rebounder, 8.5 points, 6 rebounds. She meets sophomore Maura Ryan, number 20 in the middle. Next starter, number 15, Caden Schnack. Schnack just behind Summers in scoring per game at 8.3. She meets the junior, number 22, Molly Wise. The fourth starter for the Bulldogs, number 23 in the dark navy jersey, Adeline Martins, 5'8", junior forward. And she'll meet the second senior in the starting lineup, number 34, the lefty, Peyton Johnson. And number 24, Sophia Taylor. Sophia is a 5'8" senior guard, averaging 7 points and 3 assists. She'll meet last year's first team All-State, 6-foot forward Ava Underwood, wearing the white jersey, green number 40 with the yellow trim. Now we'll pause for the national anthem, which is to our left here. Play some basketball. Jess, do you think that was the AL marching band by chance?
On the
on the recording, yeah.
I don't know.
That was good. I've heard that they have a pretty impressive marching band over here.
Chad, keys to the night.
The Saints have to play their game. Pressure, pressure, pressure. We'll start it off with the disclaimer. This is a St. Albert Sports
We
Fan
didn't do that
broadcast.
yesterday, Chad.
We are in no way affiliated with St. Albert Catholic Schools, the Des Moines Diocese, or the Vatican.
You know, I agree.
And we're unabashed homers. But we're going to try our best to be fair to the Bulldogs here.
We're getting
if
better
you're the
at being
Bulldogs,
unbiased.
they have to handle the pressure. The Saints are going to put it on them right away. The Saints do control the tip. Here's Maura Ryan. It'll give us 2 minutes to get these
Ryan drives to her
Riverside
left, gets it off to
down.
Johnson. Here's Underwood. She's guarded closely by Taylor.
Great spin move off the right side of the rim, no good. Brought down
That's Martins on the rebound.
by Martins.
This is Schnack trying to get across the timeline. This is what I was going to get into. The Saints, Chad, you covered it.
10 seconds.
You covered it. The Saints got to play their game. If Riverside can't get into their offense, it's going to be a long night like it is for every team that plays the Saints. The Riverside, they got to get into their front court. They got to get into their offense, or the Saints they're tough. They're tough.
Johnson inbounds the ball to Ryan. Comes around a screen from Wise. She's going to drive to the hoop. Look for Underwood. It'll go off of a Bulldog.
It's going to go off Schnack. Stay here on the Saints side. 25 on the shot clock.
Saints looking to start some offense here. About 40 seconds into it. Nowhere to go so far. Riverside has not placed the ball on the other side of the court just yet. Ball comes in to Wise. She promptly gets it down to Underwood. Is going to be fouled. That foul is going to be called on
Schnack.
15, Caden Schnack.
Her first, team's first. High school basketball rules, if you're not aware, 5 fouls in the quarter gets the opposing team to the line. No 1-and-1s anymore. It's all two-shot free throws.
Underwood knocks down the first, and the Saints are on the board. It's 1-0.
And as we're getting down here on this, deeper in this state run, Chad, these points at the free throw line get more and more important. Saints really haven't had to worry about it much this season with the point differential we've been dealing with, but just something to keep an eye on.
Second free throw goes hard off the back of the iron, and Fenner will bring it down. Met by the Saints press. She's going to be triple teamed. That'll be off of Ryan. There was just 3 seconds to get the ball over the court. Now that will reset.
Yep.
It'll be Taylor inbounding the ball.
Gets it to Schnack. Schnack going to take it all the way. Her shot up. That's in. First lead of the night. First bucket for the Riverside Bulldogs.
Riverside applying their own element of pressure here. Monahan could probably dribble that if she wanted. She pushes it up to Underwood.
I don't think Morrow dribbled either.
No.
So, anyway, here's more Ryan. She's picked up in the backcourt by Schnack.
Bulldogs will settle in man-to-man defense. Wise gets the ball at the elbow, turns, looking for Underwood. She's going to hand it off to Monahan instead. Monahan gets it to Underwood. Underwood's going to dribble around the free throw line, look for an option, gets it to Ryan. Now it goes back to Underwood. She goes up, no good.
That's going to go off a Bulldog. Oh,
that will be Riverside ball.
That's good defense there by Sydney Summers.
Summers with the contested on the rebound.
Taylor to inbound. Saints will pick him up in the backcourt. Here's Taylor, guarded by Monahan, double teamed by Ryan. She's going to pick up her dribble. She gets across the timeline. This is Schnack. Riverside has numbers.
Summers. Shot attempt is no good. Underwood brings down the rebound.
Underwood tries to get Ryan on the run, but that's knocked out of bounds by Schnack. We've been saying Schnack's name a lot. She's pretty active so far. It's Peyton Johnson to inbound from underneath her own basket.
Riverside playing really good man-to-man defense, creating a lot of offensive issues for the Saints. Pass comes into Underwood. Under the hoop, gets her own rebound, and the hoop. Ava Underwood with all 3 points and 2 rebounds so far.
Here's Schnack, across the timeline, double teamed by Ryan and Johnson. She steps through.
Ball's on the floor, everybody's tumbling. Gets it off to
Fenner.
Fenner's gonna draw the foul. She'll get some shots. I believe that's gonna be on Underwood.
Yeah, that's gonna go on Ava.
Her first, team foul number 1 on the Saints.
In the last game, Ava got in early foul trouble. She couldn't really get into a groove on offense, so keep an eye on that.
Coach Wettengale providing instructions to assistant coaches. Fenner's first free throw is no good off the front of the iron. Fenner's second free throw is true. It's now tied at 3. Riverside applying some pressure.
Still not dribbling in the backcourt. There we go. There's
Molly Wise will dribble it. Gets it over across the timeline with 3 seconds to spare.
As Ryan tries the baseline, she's cut off. She gets it to Ava. Ava on the dribble. Kicks it out to Wise. Wise thinks about it. She penetrates. Little floater in the lane. That's going to fall. Riverside crowd calling for a travel. I didn't see it. This is Schnack. She gets it to Fenner. Fenner across the timeline. Poked away by Johnson, but she's going to get called for a foul. That'll be Peyton's first, team's second.
Early substitutions historically for Coach Wettengale. He's going to bring in a trio of sophomores, Eleanor Coughlin, Lexi Darrington, and Alexa Linz. They'll come in for Underwood, Monahan, and Johnson. So staying on the court for the Saints, Maura Ryan and Molly Wise. So you have 4 sophomores and a junior on the court.
This is Schnack. Schnack tries the baseline. Not really cut off. Great defense there by Darrington. Stands her ground. Loose ball picked up by Coughlin. Coughlin's going to push. She gets it to Wise. Wise's 3-ball off the front iron. Long rebound. That's going to out to Fenner. Fenner's got numbers, but if you've watched the Saints, Coughlin's going to catch her every
Eleanor
time.
Coughlin chased down Fenner with no sweat, knocks it out of bounds. In for Riverside, Riley Ewalt, a senior, and Ellie Henderson, also a senior. Out will be Schnack
and Fenner. We've said both of their names
really
a lot.
A lot of their offense.
This is Henderson looking at options. She gets it to Ewalt.
Ewalt's going to be called for,
You might have seen a knee buckle there.
You want to, Brady, hey, move the camera. Move the camera off her. There we go.
It didn't look that bad, but those non-contact injuries never do.
No, you hate to see that.
Hope for the best.
Yeah, you don't like to see that at all.
So far, what are you seeing, Chad?
Riverside's defense is great.
Yeah.
It's really good. Very impressive man-to-man defense. They're handling the Saints. They're handling the Saints' pressure very well. They've clearly been working on the
working on their press break, but
sorry, I got distracted there.
I'll say they're getting their hands in the passing lane. They're making it really hard to get it inside to Underwood. The Saints have done. It looks like they're making it a point to try to get it inside to Underwood, but they haven't had a ton of luck so far. We're only a few minutes into the game, but something to keep an eye on. They're doing a great job down there.
I hate to see it. Riley Ewald, a senior here, being helped off the court by, I think, her dad and a trainer. Just super unfortunate. Hope that she's all right. Hopefully it's not serious.
So she was called on a travel there. Saints will have possession here. Up to 4:55 to go. This would be Alexa Lenz to inbound.
All right. Ryan takes the inbound pass from her classmate. She's going to bring it up. Guarded by Henderson.
Darrington's pass inside to Lenz is knocked away, but she's going to be fouled by Martins. That'll be her first, team second. Both teams with 2 fouls here so far.
All right, and for Riverside, some more substitutions. You've got Lily Reed wearing number 12 and Lily Reed wearing number 4.
And Richardson wearing number 12 checks in.
Isla Richardson.
Lenz inside to Darrington. Darrington's shot, no good, but she's fouled on the shot. That's a foul on Richardson. That'll be her first, team's third. Nice look inside to Darrington. Darrington's so effective when she's in. She plays great defense, very efficient.
Yep.
Yeah, physical, efficient on offense.
Knocks down the first free throws. The Saints are doubling up the Bulldogs. God, I just bit my tongue there. Ow.
You that hungry? I thought I brought you popcorn.
That was for Brady. That hurt. All right, here's Darrington's second free throw attempt. In and out, no good. Rebound to Alexa Lynch. She's going to put it up. Blocked.
Jump ball.
That was blocked by Lily Reed.
Possession arrow will be in favor of the Bulldogs.
Boy, the overflow seating in this place is even full. Yeah. That ball is loose. Coughlin, collision between Coughlin and Schnack. Everyone gets up. They're fine.
That's such a toss-up. You see that called on the defender usually, but
easily could have been a foul. Credit to this officiating crew. They held off on that. Henderson shots no good. Good rebound though.
I think Henderson got her own rebound.
She kind of just, if it wasn't her shot originally, she came in and got the rebound.
Yeah.
Saints, a little bit of different press break there. They cross the court with the skip pass.
Here's Ryan.
Suffocating defense in the lane from the Bulldogs.
They're in a 2-3 zone, but they're moving. They're getting to the ball. They're getting their hands in passing lanes. This is Henderson. Henderson gets to the basket. She's cut off. She has to get it out. This is Schnack outside to Taylor. Taylor's three off the back iron. Long rebound out to Henderson.
Good hustle by Henderson to get that. Now the Bulldogs have a fresh shot clock.
Here's Reed on the take. She gets it out to Henderson. Henderson with the pump fake, maybe a little travel. Her scoop shot in the lane, no good. Rebound brought in by Wise. Ryan. Saints want to push.
Here comes Ryan down the court. She's going to go into the lane. Gets it out to Darrington. Now Coughlin's going to go into the lane. Shots blocked by Henderson, and a foul will be called on Lexi Darrington. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Saints. And here comes another sophomore, Lexi Pierce. She'll come in for Molly Wise. Now you have the sophomore class completely represented on this court at the moment.
Old stomping grounds for Lexi.
Former AL player, recent St. Albert student.
And this is Henderson. Henderson's knocked away. We're going to get a 10-second violation.
Yes, 10 seconds. Saints will play some tough defense. Maura Ryan was in a precarious situation with Henderson. It'll be Saints ball in front of Mrs. Cannon over there. Also want to give a big thank you to Mike and Lisa Roslanik, tonight's sponsors, and the St. Albert Spirit Store. Lisa just works her tail off in the Spirit Store. They made this happen for us tonight, and we appreciate that. Ball's going to be turned over to Riverside. Now they've got numbers. It's 4-on-1, and Coughlin is going to be called for a foul from behind. Good hustle from the sophomore.
Great hustle by Eleanor. Really no excuse for them to have a 4-on-1 break there. I mean, the excuse, I guess, is just the overpowering, aggressive defense that the Saints play on a nightly basis. But
Finner will check in, as will Ava Underwood. Darrington came out for Underwood.
Schnack inside to Finner. Back to Schnack.
Summers for three. No good. Rebound will go to Coughlin. Coughlin's going to be triple teamed in the corner. Gets it over to Ryan. Saints have numbers here. Ryan behind her back. Puts her shot up. It's blocked.
It's a third block shot in the lane by the Bulldogs.
Riverside actually came into tonight with more blocks as a team than the Saints. I found that interesting. Henderson for three. No good. Lexi Pierce will bring it down and get it off to Coughlin. 6-5 Saints, 2:22 to go in the first. Underwood straight to the hoop. Puts her shot up. She's fouled.
This game getting called pretty tight.
It's very snug right now.
Yep.
I think that's a good call though.
No, I agree.
Taylor will pick up that one. That's just her force, but that is team foul number 4 on the Bulldogs. Saints will shoot for the rest of the first quarter.
Underwood 1 for 2 from the line so far.
Nothing but the net on that one. Saints extend their lead to 2. Monahan will come in for Linz, and 23, Adeline Martins is back in. And then Eva Jones in for Maura Ryan.
So on the court for the Saints, you got Pierce, Monahan, Underwood, Jones, and Coughlin. For the Bulldogs, you got Finner, Schnack, Martins, Summers, and Henderson.
Underwood knocks them both down.
Saints take a 3-point lead, 2:15 to go here. This is Schnack getting across the timeline. She's going to take it all the way to the basket. Saints got to stop the ball there. This is Finner on the putback. Loose ball picked up by Monahan. She's going to be fouled by Schnack. That'll be Schnack's second, Chad.
That's
15
notable.
Foul.
That is notable.
As the
Schnack's
Saints
second.
student section lets her know she can't do that.
Which is the most ridiculous chant. I don't know.
It's great.
I don't know.
It's so simple. It's
so simple. It's dumb. Monahan knocks down that one, and Molly Wise will check in. New for the Bulldogs will be Carly Miller. It's 5'6" guard. Underwood checks out. Monahan's second free throw is good.
Not affected by the stage. Seasoned vet, senior leader. This is Miller. She gets it to Henderson. Henderson thought she was going to pick up her dribble at the elbow. Her layup's no good. Jones gets the rebound. This is Monahan.
Here comes the Lexi Pierce heat check, possibly. She'll
Good
find
call,
Coughlin. Intercepted. Back to Coughlin. Good defense being played right now, and a blocking foul will be called on
Martins, it looks like.
Martins. And we have a hard time seeing the screen. I think that's her second, though.
Yeah. 16 foul for the quarter for the Bulldogs. I don't know how deep they go. They have played, I think they've had 8 girls in so far.
Yeah.
Ewalt, I won't count her. I think that'd make it 9, but
yep.
It's a lot of fouls so far.
In for the Saints, Maura Ryan. She came in.
Nope, she's not in. No subs for the Saints.
She may be coming in for the shooter here. Reed back in for the Bulldogs. Second free throw also no good. Ball bouncing all over the place. And a foul is called on.
Is that on Ellie? I think that's on Monahan.
Yes, it'll be on Ellie Monahan.
That's the Saints'
first.
fifth foul.
So now Riverside is shooting.
They're calling this very, very tight. But you got two teams, they're scrappy. They're going for every loose ball, so.
Henderson's first free throw is no good. Saints doubling up the Bulldogs at the moment. Ryan now checks in for Eleanor Coughlin. Her speed has been a difference maker so far tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Henderson's second free throw is good. 10-6 Saints, 1:33 to go. Riverside finds their way into their press, and Ryan can dribble through this a little bit, I think, if she wants.
Got 29 on shot clock. We got to get across. There we go. Wise gets it up court to Monahan. Monahan surveying, gets it to Ryan.
I like how Riverside is double teaming the ball there. That is problematic for the Saints. They're closing the passing lanes pretty well. Pierce will take the ball at the top of the key. She's going to dribble, find over to Monahan for three. Good.
Monahan
13-6.
Quick five for Monahan. That pass intended for Miller gets tipped out of bounds by Moore Ryan. It'll remain Bulldog ball. 31 seconds on the shot clock. Well, Taylor to inbound. She gets it to Miller in the corner. Nothing really to do. She tries the baseline, gets it off to Henderson. Henderson's shot, no good, but she's going to be fouled by
Eva
Jones on that play.
That'll be her first. Riverside in the bonus. Jake Mesher checking in with Colby and Max. Thanks for tuning in.
A lot of fouls, he says. Yeah. Good observation, Jake.
Henderson's first free throw is no good. Jones will take a seat for Johnson.
Was that the first on
Jones?
Eva?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reed and I think that's Madison Kelly will check out. Henderson's second free throw is good.
Saints lead by 6.
Monahan with the ball in the corner, needs to push things along. She gets it easily up to Molly Wise, gets across the timeline. Here's a Lexi Pierce three. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound comes to Finner, who hands it off to Henderson. Quickly up the floor to Taylor, and no one's going to stop the ball for the Saints. I think Riverside has done such a good job getting to the hoop. The Saints have got to stop the ball a little bit faster as Jesse watches the replay on.
Yeah, the Riverside player is kind of doing a good job of kind of hooking hooking the Saint player, not allowing them to get over there and stop ball.
Absolutely.
And by the time Peyton was able to break free, it was too late, and obviously was forced to foul there.
What foul?
I don't know. I didn't see if that was her first. Or
I don't know if that was her first or second. A lot of fouls so far, though. Saints playing a pretty deep bench so far. Both of those will be hit. It's 13-9. Saints with a 4-point lead.
And the Bulldogs say, you're going to press us, we're going to press you.
For sure. Shot clock is off. Ryan does get across the timeline with a few seconds to spare.
Nice dish to Lexi Pierce with a left-handed layup. Saints with a 6-point lead, 12 seconds to go here. Nice job by Moore. Didn't let the Bulldogs get out and run after that made basket.
Really clean pass from Ryan to Pierce, and great defense by the Saints.
This is Taylor. Taylor gets it to Henderson. 9 on the clock. Henderson gets it, tries to get it to Taylor, intercepted by Monahan. Here's Pierce. She hit a buzzer beater last week. Pierce with the layup. That's good. Saints take an 8-point lead going into the second quarter.
Wonderful finish by the Saints. Exactly what you want to see there.
Lexi Pierce doing it again, Chad. 2 weeks in a row. She got a bucket to fall as time expired in the first quarter here on this playoff run by the Saints. She said, let me have it, guys. I know these rims.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Why not? All right, so what do you think Coach Wettengale's talking to his girls about right now?
I mean, the only thing that I'm really seeing, a couple things. So stopping ball. Once they do break the press, You can't abandon the down low player, the player on the inside for the Bulldogs, but we got to stop ball. And then second would be, well, I can't even think of what I was going to say. What's that?
Train of thought?
Yeah.
All right, that's all right. I think Riverside, I think they need to keep doing what they're doing. They're playing really good defense. Now, it did tighten up a little bit on the foul calls.
That was my point. I'm sorry.
That's probably something that's definitely something to monitor as this game wears on. But they're playing really good half-court defense. It's giving the Saints fits. Wise looking for somewhere to go. Gets it into Ryan.
So my second point I was going to make is, keep playing tough defense, but try to be a little more disciplined with the hands. Try to, avoid unnecessary fouls.
Shots blocked.
This is Schnack. Schnack's going to push. She's going to be stopped by Underwood. She's cut off. That pass hits Taylor right in the face. Up court to Ryan. Ryan's going to take it all the way. Dishes it to Monahan. That's going to be kicked out of bounds by Summers. Are you just saying Summers, or am I trying to?
I think it's Summers.
Am I enunciating too much there?
I've been going with Summers.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan to inbound from underneath her basket. 30 on the shot clock. 7:36 to go here in the first half. Top of the key to Wise. Wise surveying. Corner, more Ryan. She's going to shoot. That three's on line, but too far. Long rebound brought in by Summers. Summers gets it to Taylor.
We're going to work on some state bowling updates, and we can get them as that pass goes out of bounds. That was intended for Schnack.
Saints lead by 8 here. 7:20 to go. Bulldogs are really wanting to press. They want to do exactly what the Saints do. Just get you off your game. Just make it difficult to get into your offensive flow. And when you finally do, you only got 25 on the shot clock. I love the approach. It's effective.
More Ryan guarded by Schnack. Here comes a double team. She's going to dribble through it. They're going to look to get Underwood the ball, I would imagine, here shortly. Underwood with 4 points on the game. Screen from Underwood. Now over to Wise. Wise into Underwood. Will find Pierce. Pierce is good. Quick trigger three. In and out, no good.
That would have brought the house down, Chad.
Rebound comes to Taylor, who's going to get it to Schnack. Back to Taylor.
Taylor on the run. She gets it to Summers. She loses it. Underwood picks it up.
Underwood's going to dribble the ball up the court all by herself, but kick it out to Ryan. Saints will reset their offense a little bit. Here comes Monahan to the hoop. No good. Rebound to Pierce, but stolen away by Fenner. Fenner straight to the hoop. Picks up the foul on the shot attempt by Underwood. That'll be Underwood's second free throw. Very notable, and here comes Lexi Darrington. Smart play. The Bulldogs are going to have to go at Underwood, and that will definitely limit her playing time this remainder of the quarter. Fenner's first free throw's in and out, no good. In for the Saints, Alexa Linz and Lexi Darrington.
It's so hard to watch her get in foul trouble like this.
Pierce and Underwood do come out with a little bit of a breather.
Chad, you do such a good job of protecting me from myself.
I'm trying to protect everyone from themselves. Fenner's second free throw off the back of the iron, no good.
Long rebound for a free throw brought in by Linz. Linz will hand off to Ryan.
Saints lead by 8 here early in the second, 6:15 to go. High post pass to Linz. He's going to pull it out and hand it off to Monahan. Ryan in the corner. Looking for somewhere to go. Schnack out playing great defense. Ryan puts it up. No good. Rebound to Taylor. Saints are a little cold right now. Taylor will kick it over to Schnack. Plenty of time on the shot clock to get that over. Now Fenner straight to the hoop. And she has been very proficient about creating her own shot.
Yeah, she's been getting to the bucket, getting her own shot for sure. Not everything's falling. Molly Wise at the free throw line. She's going to take the shot. Bank is open, Chad.
7:27 local time. The bank's still open.
Saints take a 10-point lead. Pass stolen by Ryan. Saints have numbers here. Or not necessarily, but they like their chances.
Molly Wise for three. No good. Rebound on the backside to Monahan. Back to Ryan. Wise again for three. Good.
Can't give the shooter 2 shots in a row, Chad. Molly Wise nails it.
22-9 Saints. Timeout. Coach Jepson. He's going to take a full one. Good response. The junior with 5 quick points.
You know, it's crazy watching this Saints team play, Chad. We're up. The Saints are up 13. It's been kind of a frustrating few minutes.
Yeah.
You know, this lead could be extended a lot more. Bulldogs doing a good job, but just they're being really scrappy. They're making the Saints earn everything. It just seems like there's a lid on that hoop a couple times. You know, a few trips down the court, but Saints doing a good job. Bulldogs fighting tough. This game's nowhere near over.
These two teams haven't played in 14 years.
Really?
Saints do lead the Bound Era series 3-0. All 3 of those games were by single digits, though. This Bulldog team was a semifinalist team in the Class 1A volleyball state tournament this year.
Okay.
So again, just like we saw last night with Remsen St. Mary's, these girls know how to win. They know how to hang tough.
They have a good track season too.
They
last
did.
year.
They tied the Saints last year. It's a great question. I didn't even set you up for that. They tied the Saints for 3rd at state track last year.
I had a call from Joe. Me and Joe talked about it.
Oh, yeah?
He set me up.
All right.
Everyone trying to help me out here. I don't know. I don't get it. What am I doing?
You're doing a great job. Keep up the good work.
I appreciate it, Chad. This is Taylor to inbound. Saints will hound the Bulldogs in the backcourt. This is Henderson. Henderson cut off by Monahan. She's got to figure something out. She's going to try to do it herself. She gets it off to Taylor.
That was close to 10 seconds. Fenner straight to the hoop. That's her special. All day long she's been able to get that.
Yeah.
And she has 5 on the day. Seems like way more than that. Lindsay's going to get the ball up the court. Not fouled on that. Molly Weiss will stop it and reset the offense. Eleanor Coughlin back into the game. She's going to slow things down. Find the senior in Monahan. Monahan will hand it off to Wise, currently riding the hot hand. Saints passing the ball around the perimeter, looking for somewhere to go. Monahan's going to get it to Wise for 3 in front of the student section. No good.
Nice
Rebound
job
to
by
Linz.
Linz. This
Saints
is
have the
Coughlin.
shot clock reset. There's Linz. Pass inbound to Linz. Stolen, though, by Martins.
This is Henderson trying to beat the press by herself. She tries to get it to Taylor.
Bulldogs get it across. Got a matchup problem there.
Inside to Summers. Summers shot's up and good.
That's Summers.
That cuts the Saints lead to 9. This is Darrington. Oh. Got to be more aware of where you are on that one.
Have to be more aware of that. That's all right. That's all right.
The issue there was Coughlin she didn't have enough time to establish herself on the front court. We have an over and back call against the Saints.
Phil Epperson checking in. First time listener. Thanks,
First
Phil.
time?
Appreciate that. Since we're not as bad as he thought we would be.
I hear that a lot, actually. This is Henderson on the take. She picks up her dribble on the elbow, hounded by Wise. Gets it off to Summers, back to Henderson on the baseline. She gets it to a wide open Reed, who puts it up and in.
22-15. Saints lead by 7. Ryan, great pass up to Linz.
They've been calling it super tight, and all of a sudden the Saints can't buy a foul here.
A little frustration in the gym right now. That's going to be a jump ball. It should be Oakland's ball, yes.
Saints got it at the quarter change, I
right
think,
in
was the last
front
one.
of the St. Albert bench.
Molly.
Molly Wise thought it was Molly Wise was convinced that was Saints ball. Nevertheless, the official does a nice job in correcting her.
27
Henderson.
on the shot clock. Sorry, down to 24
you're
now. This is Taylor, guarded by Lenz. Taylor's going to dribble in, hands off to Reed. Reed to Henderson. Henderson's 3. Up, air ball, misses everything. Sorry, that was Richardson on the 3. That was a long rebound caught by Richardson, and
They
throws
both
it off
have the
Ryan.
pink shoes. It's confusing.
Yeah, they're 2 blondes, I think, too. Yeah. Anyway.
Just 13 seconds on the shot clock. As Jesse mentioned, that did not touch the rim, so no reset coming. It'll come inbound to Henderson, guarded by Pierce. There's Linz in the corner, playing strongly against Taylor. Turnover, Oakland. Coughlin with the ball in her hands now. Taylor guarding her. That's going to be a foul. Just team foul number 1. So as many fouls as we had in the first quarter, that's just the second foul between both teams here. And that is going to go on number 24, Sophia Taylor, her second. So I think Oakland has a few girls now with 3 actually.
Yeah, they have 3. Schnack, Taylor, and there's somebody else. Might be Fenner.
Pierce way downtown. Off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound to Fenner. Fenner's going to push it.
Watch her on the right side. She'll get her own shot. She gets it off to Henderson, top of the key. Closed quickly by Coughlin. Causes an errant pass. Picked up by Pierce. Pierce is going to run. No foul. Picked up by Fenner. Fenner's going to try transition here. She gets it off to
Henderson. Henderson will get it down. I didn't see the number
That's
on that.
Reed.
Number 12, Reed. No, number
Richardson.
12, Richardson. 22-17. Coach Wettengale says, hey, let's talk about it. Slow things down for a second.
nice run by the Bulldogs.
Absolutely. What's that, 5-point run probably?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing a good job. They're getting second chance points down here. They're not taking deep threes or anything like that. They're getting to the hoop. You know, high percentage opportunities what the Bulldogs are creating right now. And the Saints taking a lot of perimeter shots, turn the ball over. Need to figure this out.
Saints cheerleaders doing a great job getting the crowd fired up. Just 2:09 to go here in the first half.
Coach Wettengale wants to get Underwood to the second half with 2 fouls, it looks like. Coughlin inbound. She gets it into Ryan.
Ryan will bring the ball up the court, guarded by Fenner. Gets it across the timeline with no issue. Looking for somewhere to go. Let's see what Coach Wettengale drew up. Coughlin straight to the hoop. Layup's no good. Rebound will come to Schnack. And that'll be a foul on Eleanor Coughlin. It will be the second team foul on the Saints, but also the second foul on Coughlin. So now she has 2 as well. Coach Wettengale's going to put Eva Jones in.
Jones comes in for Coughlin, and that's Martin's checking in for the Bulldogs. She comes in for Henderson.
You would assume Coughlin's first half is complete.
Sorry, she didn't come in for Henderson. She came in for Richardson. I can't keep these girls apart. This is Henderson. She gets it to Fenner, top of the key. Over to Martins. Martins on the drive. She gets it to Schnack. Schnack guarded by Jones. Pick set there by Summers. Schnack shot, no good. Rebound brought in by Jones. Jones gets the, Ryan. Ryan's going to run.
Ryan bounces it off her hip, collects herself. Rebound, though, on the shot will come down to Taylor. Saints clinging to a 7-point lead. Schnack to the hoop. Nobody steps in front of her, gets it. Riverside is charged back. They now trail by 3. Riverside doing a really good job staying in this game. Monahan will get it up to Jones, who finds Wise. There's Pierce. Will be called for a travel.
They're calling it really, really tight on the Saints right now.
56.4
Really tight.
To go here in the first half. Saints lead by 3. Riverside with another opportunity to cut into that.
This is Schnack. Schnack guarded by Ryan and Monahan. She gets it across the timeline. Going to make her way inside the lane. Gets it to Summers. Summers puts it up. That's up and in. Cuts the lead. Saints lead to 1. Saints need to figure something out here.
5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Ryan's going to hold a little bit. And see where things go. Now passes it off to Monahan. Monahan over to Wise. Ryan with a nice cut there. We'll find Pierce.
Right, 7 on the shot clock. This is Pierce. Gets it to Jones. Jones 3. That's way short. I don't know if it was blocked. Picked up by Henderson. Henderson's pass up court. It's going to be pulled in by Wise, and that'll run out the first half. Saints in the half, up by 1. I don't know how many the Saints scored in that quarter.
I believe it was just 5. I think they all came from Molly Wise.
Tough go the last half of that quarter for the Saints.
Indeed. Not a lot of offense from Coach Wettengale's team there, and I would imagine that's going to be something he's going to discuss with them in the locker room. I think if you're Coach Jepson, he's probably just saying, keep it going. Keep it going. You're doing great.
Yeah, keep forcing the Saints to – the Saints are like – seems like they're trying layups – from outside the lane. It's kind of like a running bank shot, as they're, and they're just going high off the backboard, no good, and the Bulldogs doing a really good job on the defensive boards, not allowing the Saints to get really any second choice points there in the second quarter.
Yeah, the Bulldogs are doing a great job rebounding. They're out-rebounding the Saints, I would imagine. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union reminds you to practice good sportsmanship at all times. Support your athlete and team positively and enjoy the game. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is also proud to champion the Iowa Girl. Thank you for joining us to support young women in athletics and ensuring that they continue to walk down every main street in every town with their head held just as high as every boy. And Jesse, fun fact.
I love fun facts.
Did you know that students involved in educational activities often have many healthier behaviors, leading to better physical and mental health?
I bet, Chad, hold on. I bet that they have higher academic standards and higher academic achievements as well.
I would imagine so. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and National Federation of High School Associations thanks you for your support of student athletes across Iowa. Students who do compete in high school activity programs have better educational outcomes, including higher grades. Good call, Jess. Good call.
Hey.
It's like you've heard this pitch before.
Well, you memorized
They also have higher achievement test scores beyond and higher educational expectations beyond high school. The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union and the National Federation of State High School Associations thanks you for your support of student athletes all across this beautiful state of Iowa.
Yeah, and get out and play. Get out and play. Was that an old NFL mantra?
It was.
Yeah.
It was like an ad campaign that they did.
Yeah, it always resonated with me.
A final, Iowa women win 79-66. Huge win. They're now 9-8 in the Big Ten with a likely win on Sunday versus Wisconsin, who reliable sources say is not very good. So it's quite a climb for the Hawks. They started out the Big Ten season 2-6. They're now 9-8. Let's see if I can pull some stats from that real quick. Led by Sydney Falter with 24 points. Lucy Olson had 20 and Hannah Stolke had 13. So I know I'll be tuning in on Sunday for that game against Wisconsin.
Hey, Chad, you know how I always tell you I don't always listen to you?
Yeah.
Have you updated everyone on the bowling?
No. Did Lex get us anything?
Just getting through my phone right now.
She said she's going to let me know what place they're playing for soon. It's game 4 of 5. That was at 7:30, so maybe has not materialized in the previous 10 minutes or so. Again, big thanks to AL Athletic Director Jeff Novotny for the hospitality here. Greatly appreciate it. I love this gym. It's enormous. You know, you talk about things. A lot of times they design these schools and they miss an opportunity to build a gym as big as it should be or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
AL nailed it with this field house.
Yeah.
You could fit a couple thousand in this place probably.
And in the same section, you got an auxiliary gym right behind
yeah.
us. You got I think there's a wrestling room right there. I know they have a golf simulator up here as well.
Weight room as well to our left.
Yeah.
So beautiful facility here. Mr. Novotny does a nice job. We greatly appreciate his hospitality.
AL's they've done some renovations inside too.
Oh yeah.
And outside.
Oh yeah. Millions of dollars of renovations. Yeah. Want to thank Mark and Deb Ammons who sponsored the first 2 games of the playoff run for the Saints last week. Greatly appreciate their support of StAlbertSportsFan.com and all things St. Albert. And I also want to thank Lisa and Mike Roslanik for tonight's sponsorship of this game and the St. Albert Spirit Store. If you need gear, check out the St. Albert Spirit Store.
Yeah, thanks, Lisa.
And thanks for everything she does.
Yeah.
She's like a relentless volunteer up here at St. Albert, and there's so much great stuff happening at St. Albert right now, and it sounds silly, but a part of that is you know, like the kids have like uniform pullovers and stuff like that. Lisa plays a key role in making sure those are available.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't know who Lisa is, and you look down at your shirt, your chest, and you have a St. Albert shirt on, you probably, you know Lisa.
60-40 shot that you bought it from her.
Yeah.
But yeah, greatly appreciate that, especially with enrollment exploding as it is right now. That's no short task, and so big thanks to Lisa Roslanik for everything that she does. As I look over to our left, I see Mr. Noon down there keeping a watchful eye on the student section, chatting it up with St. Albert head boys basketball coach and athletic director Tim Cannon, coming off a tough loss yesterday to Remsen St. Mary's. But wonderful season, 14 wins, exceeded the win total from last year by 10. So a lot to look forward to. Of course, we thank our seniors, Owen Marshall and Joe Hughes, on wonderful careers. Really represented themselves well in the school and everybody in their community well.
Yeah, they've been fun to watch. Gritty players. They've been through the ups and the downs here in this St. Albert program, and really the whole athletic department. So, you know, hats off to them. Good luck in the future. I know we'll see Marshall on the baseball diamond in the summer. I don't know. Does Joe do anything else? I know we'll see Owen on the diamond, Chad.
I think Joe runs track.
Okay.
As well. Owen may run track as well. I don't remember. Track's kind of hard to keep track of. That's a poor sense of words.
I love it.
That's really poor sense of construction. So 2:59 to go before we restart the second half, or we start the second half, excuse me. Be interesting to see what adjustments Coach Wettengale made. He is a notorious halftime adjuster. Of course, he's assisted by J.C. Bowman, Dwayne Dale, T. Gary White, managers Sophia Ledesma, Anna Peterson, and Molly Roslanik. See, I think I've got a update coming from bowling, quite possibly. Ann Narmy, Dr. Ann Narmy checking in. Always nice to hear from the good doctor. No free sponsorships, but if you're looking for a cardiologist, could not recommend anyone other than Dr. Ian Narmy. My dad's checking in. He says Jesse's having trouble telling these athletes apart because of their shoes. He believes that all Saints and Falcon basketball teams should have matching shoes. He would prefer green. This is a topic that he has revisited with me multiple times this year. I am not. There is the update. Okay. Falcons will be bowling for 7th place against Charles City. Saints also bowling for 7th place. They'll be going against Maquoketa. So good luck as they play for 7th place. And Alexis Narmy, who's in Waterloo, hopefully she didn't skip class. I hope that we didn't just out her on that. Oh, I'm sure she just doesn't have class on Tuesday nights. She's tweeting updates from the St. Albert Sports Fan Twitter handle. Does a wonderful job keeping all of us moving in the same direction. Jess, that was quick.
I'm fast, man.
Very quick. And if you have score updates for the trainer game, I would love to see that as well. My wife wants to know who's here and just watching the game. All right.
The St. Louis Gentelli's checking in again, Chad.
Joel, 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
Joel and Lindsay.
I was bugging him late last night. I told him, if you haven't watched the girls play, you got to tune in tomorrow. So thanks for checking in. Thanks for watching, Joel. Appreciate it, man.
All right. So looks like the Saints are going to go with their original 5. Riverside is going to do the same. Here we go. 16 minutes from a state tournament berth. Who's going to close it out? Can the Class 1A number 1 Saints finish the job?
Ryan gets it to Underwood. Underwood on the elbow. She's going to dribble drive. Her first shot's up, no good. Brings in her own rebound. Well, it's still bouncing around down there. We're going to get a jump ball. It'll be Riverside ball. Knew that was coming. I think the whole gym knew that was coming. And I think Coach Wettengale keeps doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have mailed Riverside a letter last week and told them we're going to do it.
Why not? Riverside gets the ball inbounds.
This is Schnack.
Schnack's going to be double teamed. Finds Taylor, nearly stolen by Wise. Ball will be eked over the timeline by the 10 seconds. Hard to the rim.
Underwood
Rebound
with
to
a
Underwood.
big rebound. Contested rebound there. That was Summers trying to steal that rebound from her. This is Wise on the 3. That's off the back iron, no good. Finner gets the rebound. She's going to push. Saints can't stop ball. She gets it to Schnack. Schnack in the corner. Inside to Summers. Summers turns to her left. Shot up, no good. Rebound brought in by Finner. Underwood does a good job of staying out of foul trouble there.
Ava Underwood now with 5 rebounds on the night, 3 in the first minute of this half. Peyton Johnson corrals that pass. She is fouled. It'll be on the floor, though.
First foul of the quarter for the Bulldogs.
Kathy Joe, Peyton's aunt, tuning in from Florida. Probably not quilting tonight. Henderson will come in for Martin.
I don't think I could quilt. I'm
I'm
a
too
little nervous.
jittery
Yeah.
right now. Saints lead by 1. No points here in this second half. Wise shot, no good. Falls into the hands of Monahan, who gets it to Underwood. Goes straight to the hoop. Scoop shot's good.
Saints fans would like to see a lot more of that. This is Finner. She's going to travel. Nice job by Johnson. She thought she was going to get whistled for a foul there.
Honestly, I felt like that could have gone either way there. The travel must have happened slightly before the foul. Now Johnson will inbound it.
Or the ref just thought she was a little out of control and the contact was, incidental.
Sure. Okay.
This is Ryan up the left side. She's going to take it all the way. Her shot's up, no good. Rebound brought in by Summers. Riverside they don't want to get pressed back there, so they're going to try to get out. This is Henderson.
Straight to the hoop.
Nice
Shots
job
blocked by
Underwood.
No foul called, much to the chagrin of the Bulldog fans.
They're a boisterous crowd here, Chad, and it might just be that we're in enemy territory.
We are, for the second night in a row, hanging out with the opposing team's crowd. Wise gets it over to Monahan, over to Johnson. Johnson straight to the hoop, puts up a shot. She's going to be fouled. That's going to go on Schnack, I believe, yes. And that will be the second foul on Riverside and the third foul on Schnack. Notable.
Thanks to our stats man, Brady.
Doing a great job over there. Doesn't have his headset on anymore. Johnson's first free throws, no good.
Matt Sheffield checking in from the gym.
Johnson's second free throw's up and in. Saints now with a 4-point lead. In for Riverside is Isla Richardson. She's coming in for Schnack. Schnack did just pick up that third foul, so Coach Jepson probably wants her to just hang out for a second. I'm sure she'll be back in no time. Finner picks up her dribble, kicks it back to Taylor, now back to Finner. Saints playing
she steps
pretty good
through
defense.
that double team. I think that hit off
Yes, it did.
Taylor's hand there. Nice job by Ryan getting in the passing lane.
No argument from Coach Jepson right in front of him, so I think we're all in alignment on that.
Or Taylor. She was surprised, I think, that the ref saw it is all.
I think this crew's done a pretty good job. They are calling it tight, but that doesn't mean they're calling it incorrectly.
Oh.
Johnson now with the ball at the top of the key. She's going to get it over to Ryan.
I'm still of the belief, Chad, I don't think the Saints have committed a foul all year.
I know that you believe that, Jess.
This is Ryan in the corner to Johnson. Thinks about it. Pump fake. Little runner. Ton of contact. No foul. Rebound brought in by Henderson.
Hard contact to the left side of Johnson's body there. Fenner open in the wing. Will pull it back out. Find Taylor. Richardson now is going to dribble in, guarded by Johnson. She's going to step through it. Fouled and one.
Where's that foul? Who fouled her? I didn't see a foul, Chad.
I think
caught her
get called on the wrist,
Johnson,
perhaps. Caught her on the wrist, perhaps.
Yeah, it was
That's
Peyton.
Johnson's third. The seniors now found her way into some foul trouble. Something to keep an eye on. Alexa Lynn's now in for her. And Richardson, I just did it now, has a shot at the old-fashioned three-point play, and she converts. Saints lead by 1, 25-24.
Saints in a dogfight with the Bulldogs, Chad. This is Ryan, guarded by Henderson. Gets to Monahan on the far side. Hands off to Lenz, top of the key. Gets to Wise. Ryan in the near side.
Now there's Underwood, guarded closely by Taylor. Underwood looking to get to the basket. Finds Wise, open for three in the corner, no good. Into the hands of Taylor, tipped away by Maura Ryan, and it's going to stay with this Bulldogs.
I think the Bulldogs have said, we'll let you guys shoot threes. We're not going to let you penetrate and get in the lane.
I think you're right on that, and I don't fault them for it.
Yeah, I don't disagree with the approach at all. This is Fenner on the run. Triple team, gets it off to Henderson. Bounce pass to Richardson. Richardson gets that up and in. That's a first lead of the Bulldogs since the first quarter. 1 point lead, Saints trail 26-25, 4:24 to go.
Wise into Underwood, great feed, shots no good, into the hands of Taylor. It's going to be off Taylor, Saints ball. A little bit of contact there. Lexi Pierce will go in for Molly Wise. Coach J.C. Bowman stands up and provides the inbounds play to the Saints.
This is Lynn's to inbound. Surveying, gets to Pierce.
Monahan wide open for three. No good. Gets her own rebound. Now it's loose. Lynn's picks it up. She's going to step through, draw a foul. Shots no good.
Nice patience there by Lynn's.
That'll be the third foul on Underwood this quarter, and that's going to go against Sophia Taylor, her third foul. I think the Saints need to keep going to the rack.
Yeah,
Riverside's in some foul trouble.
They are not conceding that lane. Oh,
Lynn's first free throws, no good.
And another thing I think the Saints can do, just like what Lynn's did, have a little more patience, give a little pump fake at the rim, because they blocked a handful of shots already.
Lynn's does connect on the second, and we're all tied up. 4:05 to go here in the third, 26-26. Henderson picks up her dribble, gets it over to Taylor. The crowd growing restless for a 5 seconds call. They do get it over with a second to spare. I think the parents are more nervous about it than the kids.
Yeah, for sure.
Great save.
This is Henderson, gets past Ryan. 10-foot jumper, no good. Rebound brought in by Underwood. This is Ryan. Saints will push. They don't have numbers. Ryan gets in the lane. Her layup's no good. She's calling for a foul. She's getting bodied a lot in there, Chad.
Ryan does collect that steal. She is going to be fouled and one. Maybe a frustration foul on Taylor there. That's Sophia Taylor's fourth foul with 3:27 to go in the third. That's going to be problematic for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And that's what the Saints do. They frustrate you, they hound you, they hound you, they hound you. They're relentless. Every girl on this team, Chad, as you know,
Riverside.
they are so gritty.
free throw's good. Saints now lead by 3. Ryan will come out. Coughlin in. Riverside's handled this pressure very well.
They have.
And the Saints, I think, if you're the Saints, they need to keep it up, keep the pressure on, and see if they crack. Monahan forces Fenner to pick up her dribble. Gets it over to Reed. Coughlin gets the turnover. She's going to get it up to Linz. Ball's on the ground. Fenner picks it up, and now Henderson, hounded by Linz, a foul 50 feet from the basket. That'll be team foul number 3 on the Saints, number 1 on Linz. Lexi Darrington checks in for Monahan. Give a shout out to 1997 graduate Nick Finken, St. Albert athletic trainer, all around fantastic guy.
This is Henderson. Not double teamed yet, but Coughlin is like a double team. She's so active. This is Reed on the take, cut off by Underwood. She steps on the baseline, doesn't get called. That's Miller for 3. She was on the baseline, Chad.
Yeah,
standing right
she
here.
also, I think, traveled. But nonetheless, great shot by Miller, and we're tied up again. Linz gets it over to Darrington. Darrington to Pierce. All sophomores and 1 junior on the
They're
court.
gonna call travel.
A travel will be called on Ava Underwood. Better than a foul. Let's look at this in a positive light here.
Chad, you're so positive.
Coughlin nearly tips that off of Fenner, who was out of bounds, but it'll stay with Riverside.
I've never seen Sonic the Hedgehog movies, but I imagine Eleanor is a lot like Sonic in those movies.
She is a ball of energy.
She's everywhere.
Coughlin in Fenner's face. Fenner does get the ball over the timeline.
I don't know how that's not a travel.
I don't
Chad.
either. Richardson's shot, no good. Rebound will come over. I'm sorry, that was Richardson on the rebound. Fenner now has the ball to Henderson. Miller calling for the ball at the top of the key. Saints create a turnover. Coughlin gets it up to Linz. Linz gets it over the timeline. She's going to go right to the hoop. Draws the foul on Henderson.
Her first
Team foul, though, 5. Saints will shoot. Creighton game just tipping off.
Saints in a nail biter here. Can't find the offense tonight.
Linz's first free throw is no good. 1 for 3 from the line on the evening. Second attempt is on the way. It's good. Saints up by 1. 2:04 to go. Henderson in the corner, gets it up to Miller. Ball is tipped away. Coughlin picks it up, gets it to Linz. Linz is going straight to the hoop. Disrupted by Henderson, picked up by Reed.
These
and
Bulldogs,
Henderson will
they're getting their hands on the ball, Chad. They're doing a great job.
Out of bounds off of a Bulldog. It'll be Saints ball with 1:48 to go here in the third.
They're doing a lot of things the Saints do. They're just frustrating.
Good minutes out of Alexa Linz. She's going to go to the bench. Maura Ryan will come in for her.
I'd like to see Saints finish this quarter off with a few possessions, getting it down to Underwood.
Pierce.
Coughlin hands off to Pierce.
Now Ryan. Sorry, no, you go. You go.
This is Coughlin. Underwood, top of the key, gets to Coughlin. Guarded by Fenner, hands off to Ryan. Ryan on the dribble. She spins. Her shot tipped away. She gets her own loose ball, gets it to Darrington. Darrington's pass bounces around, ends up in Ryan's hand. Ryan gets it to Underwood. Her shot up and in. And she'll go to the line for a chance at a three-point play, Chad.
Good finish by the junior.
I don't know how she got around the hoop to get the ball above the hoop.
The geometry doesn't make a lot of sense on that. That's going to go on Reed, just her first. Reed will come out. Summers will come in. Yeah, the geometry doesn't make sense to me on that.
No. She seems to be, she's good at that. She gets caught underneath the hoop sometimes, somehow, able to get that shot off. I would just hit the bottom side of the rim if I tried that shot.
No doubt about it.
Might give myself a black eye. Saints with a three-point lead here.
Underwood knocks that down. Old-fashioned three-point play. Takes the lead to 4. 1:15 to go. Miller breaks the press easily. Will find Henderson. They're looking.
How is that a push on Ava?
I don't know who he's going to call that on. That'll be on Darrington. Her second, team foul number 3. Molly Wise checks in for Underwood. Yep, Coach Wettengale's just saying, everyone calm down for a second. I'm going to take his advice. Oakland gets the ball in.
I'm sorry, I should be
Riverside.
better than that, but I just didn't see anything there. This is Henderson.
Gets it down to Summers, who's going to be fouled on the shot attempt by Darrington. Now, I don't know. They're saying she had her on the wrist. Could have been a jump ball,
if your hands are straight up, it doesn't matter.
She got her on the wrist. Tyler Till checking in, correcting me. Trigonometry, not geometry. Good point, Tyler. Summers hits the first. Ava Underwood's back in for Darrington. Darrington has 3, so Coach Wettengale saving those potential 2 fouls for the 4th quarter. 2
quick ones there for Darrington. Nice free throws there by Summers. Here's Ryan, picked up in the backcourt by Henderson. She's going to back off. Ryan crossed the timeline, hands off to Pierce. Pierce top of the key. Here's Ava Underwood. Almost loses the dribble, gets it to Ryan. Ryan cut off at the baseline, gets to Pierce, top of the key. Her 3, deep, no good. Rebound brought in by Henderson. Saints are going to try to trap. She gets it up court to Miller.
About a 5-second difference between the game clock and shot clock. Finner collects the errant pass. That's foul number 5 on the Saints this quarter.
It's crazy how many fouls are called.
And that's on Molly Wise. It'll be Molly's first. Again, team foul number 5. Finner will have 2. She has the opportunity to tie this game heading into what was likely the final possession of the 3rd quarter. Finner's first free throw is true.
Nice job by the Bulldogs here in this, at the end of the 3rd quarter, nailing these 3s as Monahan checks in for Coughlin.
Finner's second, off the front of the rim, falls in. Riverside is going to press. Ryan will collect it. Provide a little bit of resistance, but not a lot. Ryan gets it to Underwood. Shots up, no good. Fouled, though. We'll double check this.
It's going to be on Summers, I think, her first.
Okay. Yes, Summers first. So Ava Underwood has a chance to give the Saints the lead again. I think that's a legitimate call. I don't know.
It looked like her arms were up, just like
the maybe
rest of the
Ava
times.
went into her arms instead of straight up. I don't know.
Yeah, either way, I think it's just too tight. Let them play. It's crazy.
Underwood, second free throw.
Very deliberate at the free throw line. This is Finner to inbound.
Lead, 22.7 to go. Again, that clock on your screen is manually done, so there may be a slight discrepancy. Maura Ryan will tip that away from Finner. It'll be Oakland ball in front of their bench. Coach Jepson working over the referees here. We'll see if he gets the benefit of that or not. Finner will inbound. Finner will take the handoff and set up the offense as we go under 10 seconds here. Miller over to Richardson. It's no good, but Finner's got the ball. No good on the shot from Finner. No shot attempt there. Very clear officiating. Saints with a 1-point lead in a very low-scoring affair. I won't repeat what Samuel L. Jackson said. What movie was that? Hang on to your seat. You know what movie I'm talking about? Hang on to your seat. We got a wild one ahead. I cannot hear what the PA announcer is saying. Tied at 31 in the trainer game. 6:08 to go in the third. Now a more recent update, 42-37. Trainer leads. 1:40 to go. Looks like the Cardinals may be on their way to state.
Student sections have a little
student section off going on right now.
Chad, so yeah, we talked earlier, the Gentiles from St. Louis, Brindley and Decker, the kids staying up watching the old man's former team,
and his
former
wife.
high school.
And his wife. We can't forget about Lindsay in this too.
So Brindley
That's
and Decker,
good,
thanks
good
for
parenting right there.
staying awake and watching the Saints here tonight. This is Miller.
We'd love it if you guys move back to Council Bluffs, put those kids in green and gold too. Just gonna put it out there.
More than welcome. This is Finner. She picks up her dribble, thinks about a three, gets it off to Schnack. Schnack on the drive. That's going to be a foul on Underwood for playing defense. I'm sorry, Chad. They had that whistle blown before the play even happened.
That'll be Underwood's third foul. It's now 42-40 Trainer with 1:56 to go. And
the Bulldogs done a really good job at the line. And this is Schnack.
Schnack's free throw is good. We're all tied up again, 34-34. Schnack's second free throw, solid. Riverside's in front, 7:40 to go.
Here's Ryan, guarded by Schnack. Ryan past the timeline. Here's Johnson in the corner. Pick set by Wise. Cross court to Monahan. Inside to Underwood. Her shot up. That's in. And she'll go to the line for a three-point play opportunity.
Junior shows some fire after that shot attempt. Chance to convert the old-fashioned three-point play. That goes on Sydney Summers. That's just her second, so no foul trouble for Summers, really.
It's about the only girl on the court without foul trouble. And solid Underwood converts on a three-point play. Here's Schnack. And the Riverside crowd does not like when their players don't get up the court immediately. Schnack looking for options, hounded by Wise and Monahan.
Timeout, Coach Jepson.
Good job by Jepson to get that timeout.
Jepson assisted by Devin Moore. That's a great timeout by Riverside.
And the student section has some advice for Coach Jepson.
As if Coach didn't know what to do. He's like, oh man, what are we doing here? We're going to talk it over.
Oh, thanks, guys.
Let's talk about this for a second, guys.
Hey, Chad, we've been there.
Yeah.
And we thought we were so creative.
Yeah.
I love the banter. Love the banter. Coming out of this timeout, Saints will have a 2-point lead. 24 seconds on the shot clock. Riverside will have to inbound from
It's like a 50-year-old dude in the student section chanting with the students, like he's full beard.
He's probably a Mr. Noon. You know what I mean?
That might be a student, actually. He looks old, though. He could definitely buy beer if he wanted to.
Okay. Here's Finner, top of the key, guarded by Ryan. She gets it to Martins. Martins, we haven't really said her name a lot here in the second half. Finner, her three, no good, off the backboard. Rebound brought in by Martins, but Ava Underwood doing a great job on defense, forces a turnover.
Riverside fans really wondering where the foul call was not on that one. Very unpleased.
And that would have been the fourth on Ava, so count your blessings.
If you're a Saints fan.
Yes.
Ryan kicks it up to Monahan. She can push. The Saints have numbers. Now Underwood's going to slow things down, make things a little bit more deliberate. Good backside cut by Johnson. Calls for the ball, gets it up to Monahan. Monahan, Saints just going to move this around a little bit and try to create a shot. Underwood hits the deck. Ryan for three.
Oh, I think that banked in.
Off the glass, it's good. It's 40-35 Saints.
Here's Taylor, guarded by Monahan. She gets it to Schnack. Schnack
No foul called there. Johnson knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll be Riverside ball in front of the student section. And in for Riverside is Henderson, who's played some really good minutes. She's coming in for Finner.
Here's Schnack to inbound. She'll be hounded by Monahan. Not too hard, though. Here's Henderson. No one's picking her up. She gets in the near side to Taylor. Taylor thinks about a three. Gets to Martin. Martin tries the baseline. Cut off by Underwood. Her shot's up. No good. Rebound brought in by Wise.
Ryan will pick it up from there. Bring the ball up the court. No real pressure applied. I think you might see that from both teams here. Just settle into a more consistent half-court defense in the last 6 minutes.
At least on non-made shots.
Yep.
I think on a made shot, they might put that
Underwood
full court on.
Straight to the rack. Puts it up, draws contact, no call, gets two. Ava Underwood now up to 16 points.
More of what we're used to seeing by Ava all season. This is Henderson. Henderson's a good little player, not even in the starting lineup. She turns it over. This is more Ryan. Lefty layup up and good. Saints push the lead to 9, 5:38 to go.
Coach Wettengale yelling more. Again, Oakland fans, and I'm with them. Get the ball over the court. That's 10 seconds. No, it's timeout, Coach Jepson. Good timeout, if I say so myself.
Yeah, I think Coach Jepson's not very happy with the urgency by his players getting it across that timeline there on that possession.
I can't see the scoreboard.
What are you looking for?
How many timeouts they have left?
I don't think that's the one on the left doesn't have it.
I don't
think
so.
No, I don't think it's showing.
I think that Coach Jepson has 1 or 2 left. No less than one, no fewer than 1, no more than 2, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think Coach Wettengale's burned any of his this half.
Again, we appreciate you tuning into this broadcast produced by StAlbertSportsFan.com. We're going to take this opportunity to thank the people that make this work. Brady Smith, Kellen Underwood, Alex Dawson have been student volunteers, have been helping out, running the cameras, the scoreboards, hauling all the equipment around. Those guys have just been incredible, and we know they have better stuff to do, but we really appreciate Brady and Kellen and Alex. Joe Narmi, the owner of StAlbertSportsFan.com. Charlie Narmi, a contributor. Alexis Narmi, contributor, and also kind of the tech whiz behind all of the stuff that it takes to run this. Jesse and I aren't smart enough to run that.
No. I literally show up 15 minutes, 20 minutes before the game, and Ched says, don't cuss, and I get on air.
Yeah, yeah. There's possibly a discrepancy in, I'm not certain, the time or something, perhaps? All right, so we are not, I can't read lips very well, but it's a very cordial conversation happening between the scorekeepers and the officials.
So Saints working on a 10-0 run.
They're going to call the third official over to have a conversation as we continue this.
All right, Chad. Matt Sheffield, thanks for reaching out. Saints are working on a 10-0 run, 5-5 from each. Underwood and Ryan on this 10-0 run. Couple three-point plays. No, a three-point play, a banked-in three, and a couple buckets from each of them to round out the 10 points.
So we have no idea what was resolved there, but it has been resolved. And it'll be Riverside ball. Comes into Taylor, who's going to dribble across the half-court line, guarded by Ryan. Taylor thinks about a shot, picks up her dribble, finds Henderson wide open for three, fakes it. Now Finner. Finner to the middle of the lane, straight to the hoop. Foul called. That'll be Ava Underwood's fourth or third.
How is that a foul?
Let's focus on the number here.
It's her fourth.
Fourth foul. Now Lexi Darrington will check in. Coach Wettengale's going to try to extend that. Those were huge minutes from Ava Underwood.
I don't think she's come out this whole half. Besides for like 1 second when Coach Wettengale thought she was the one that drew the foul, but it was ended up being Darrington. She came right back in.
Fenner connects on the first. Underwood will take a seat. Darrington checks in, and Fenner has one more shot to try to shrink this thing to a 7-point lead. And she does. Great free throw shooting from Riverside tonight, if I may say so. Ryan kicks it into Monahan. Riverside's going to put the press on. Guarded by Schnack. Monahan easily gets it over, finds Ryan in the corner. Ryan's going to go down the baseline, tipped out of bounds by Taylor. Taylor playing with 4 fouls. Mr. Novotny collects it in the hallway, hands it to the official.
Good read there by Taylor to jump in the way of that pass.
Saints now lead by 7. Trainer up by 1 with 1.7 seconds to go. We'll keep you updated on that. Inbound pass to Darrington, blocked by Riverside. They have to be up to 6-7 blocks. Thinner shot now blocked by Wise. It'll be Riverside ball under their basket.
Surprised no fouls called there, Chad.
Good clean defense. Everybody went straight up. We live to fight for another possession on each side.
Schnack gets it to Henderson. Top of the key to Taylor. Guarded by Monahan. Looking for options. Back to Henderson. No real movement by the Bulldogs offense right now. Kind of static. Here's Fenner. She'll do something with the ball. She drives to the right side of the lane. Her shot's blocked cleanly, but a foul's called. I think it's going to be on Molly Wise.
It'll be team foul number 2. The second, I believe, on Molly Wise. Yes.
It is.
Eleanor Coughlin will check in after this free throw from Fenner. Fenner's been money from the line. And the announcer's jinx gets her. Peyton Johnson will go to the bench. Trainer wins by a thumbnail. Tyler Till, thank you for those updates. Greatly appreciated. Trainer Cardinals are headed to state. Fenner's second free throw is true. Saints lead by 6. You want to see them continue to play in front here. Try to extend this lead as best they can while Ava Underwood's on the bench. Smart shots at the right time. Darrington to Coughlin. Coughlin into Monahan, back out to Darrington, who finds Wise on the wing. Now to Ryan in the corner. Coughlin's going to be guarded by Fenner. She's going straight to the hoop. Kicks it, travel called on Coughlin. She put the brakes on, but as you said, Sonic the Hedgehog moves quick.
A little bit.
Oh, my kid just about tripped in front of the entire crowd there.
Henderson to Schnack.
Saints in a full court defense. Pushes Schnack backwards. Darrington tips that away, but it's controlled by Taylor. Saints have to get back. Great pass by Taylor. In and out, no good. And rebound goes to Darrington. Foul will be called on Summers. Whoa, that was a frantic sequence.
I don't know how Monahan got back to contest that shot by Summers. Great job by Monahan getting back in that play.
It's the 3rd team foul on Riverside and the 3rd foul on Summers. Now Ryan is going to be fouled by Fenner.
That's just her first.
And that's team foul number 4, so the Saints will be shooting on the next foul forward. Monahan gets it into Ryan.
They didn't move it to 4 fouls for the quarter. I do believe it was 4 fouls.
Yeah.
Here's Ryan. Hands off to Monahan. Monahan swings back to the top of the key, gets to Coughlin. Back to Ryan, near side corner. Her 3 off the front iron. Long rebound out to Summers.
Summers will kick it back to Taylor, who finds Schnack. Saints lead by 6. Taylor guarded by Monahan. Over to Schnack. Now Fenner into Summers. Summers shot's blocked. And it's going to be a foul called
on Henderson.
And that'll be the 2nd foul on Henderson.
That'll move him to 4 fouls for the quarter.
All right.
Our count was wrong, I guess.
Yeah, I must have had the wrong count. My apologies to the crowd. Monahan guarded by Coughlin. Coughlin brings the ball over the timeline. Saints need a bucket. It's been a few minutes. Here's Ryan to Wise. Ava Underwood will check in at the next dead ball. Here's Monahan out to Coughlin. Coughlin to the hoop. Shot attempt is blocked. I did not see a block on that.
I don't know how that went out on the Bulldogs.
And now I didn't see a touch by Riverside on that. So the Saints are very fortunate to retain possession. Miller will check in. for Henderson. Saints need a bucket. Up by 6, 2:54 to go.
Monahan gets it into Underwood.
Guarded closely by Taylor. Now Wise. Wise is going to pick up her dribble. Gets it into Underwood. Great defense by Schnack. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 2:45 on the game clock. It'll be Saints ball in the corner.
Coach Wettengale
Timeout, Coach Wettengale. And again, there's no timeout function on the scoreboard, so we don't know how many either team has left.
Get this, Brady. It's like the boys will do
some paper, rock, scissors,
paper, rock,
perhaps.
scissors.
Not going to do it. It's Joe Hughes, Owen Marshall, and
they don't want
Beck.
to.
All right, we got the Boo Birds out. If I could see the tablet for a second. It looks like Riverside has 2 timeouts left and St. Albert has 3 by our count. We do believe that to be true, but uncertain.
I don't know if it'll really come into play. It'd be nice to know, though. I don't think we got to worry about it on the Saints side. I think that's Coach Wettengale's first of the half. Is Monahan to inbound. Saints lead by 6, 2:45 to go.
Ball goes off the side of the basket.
Dribbled off Finner's foot. Coughlin's pass intended for Monahan, tipped back to Monahan. Here's Ryan, guarded by Finner. Shot clock reset.
27 seconds to go. Former St. Albert Athletic Director Dave Plindle checking in. Mr. Plindle, thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Mr. Plindle.
Hope things are going well for you in Wyoming.
Heard you had a cold spell last week, just like we did. But he said they cowboyed up and went to school, Chad.
I bet they did. Underwood now with the ball. Going to the hoop. Gets a shot up off of all parts of the rim. Rebound, though, will go to Finner, who's hounded immediately by Ryan. Miller now picks it up. Was
Miller
close.
straddling the half-court line. Gets it to Finner. Now this is Taylor.
Bulldogs trail by 6. 1:55 to go in the game. Things are tightening up here. Taylor to the hoop. No good. Underwood gets the rebound. Her 7th of the game by my count.
Here's Ryan. Gets across the timeline. Monahan. Here's Underwood. Key minutes here, Chad. Buck 35 to go.
Saints are going to look for the right shot at the right time. What's been a very spirited game, well played on both sides. Underwood's going to take it to the hoop. She's going to be fouled by Summers. That will be her 4th. That's the 5th foul on Riverside. Underwood was shooting anyway, so she'll have the 2. So Summers now with 4. She is their most dominant post presence, I would say.
Yeah, she's been very consistent. I don't think she got her first foul till the 3rd quarter. Now she's stuck with what you say 4.
Yeah, her and Taylor both with 4 have been solid post players for them tonight. Underwood's first free throw is no good off the front of the rim. Yeah. Henderson comes in for Taylor, but timeout Coach Jepson. I believe he's down to 1.
Taylor's played a majority of this half with 4 fouls. And she got that 4th foul on, like you said, kind of a frustration foul there after a turnover. There's something you wanted me to look at, Chad?
No, we're good. Just checking up on some texts. So the Saints lead 44-38. Got KMA to our left, Bluffs Country to our right, KNOD even farther down. KGAN, I believe, out of Atlantic in between us. And I think a Riverside group down there videoing to our far right, perhaps. I don't know if they're videoing, but they're doing something down there. Press row quite full.
Yeah, it is. I had a chance to talk to the Bluffs Country guys earlier.
Yeah, nice folks.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Nelson was his name. No last name. I thought that was unique.
No, he made me shake his hand twice because I think I just got him really good on that first handshake.
That was honestly pretty entertaining. He was ashamed with that first handshake. Underwood has one more free throw attempt available here. On the court for the Saints, Molly Wise, Ellie Monahan, Maura Ryan, and Eleanor Coughlin.
44-38. Feel like it's been this score since about noon.
Second free throw is good. Saints now lead by 7.
That's a 3-possession lead there for the Saints. Here's Henderson. Henderson just kind of tiptoeing down the court, gets it off to Schnack. Schnack's going to get across the timeline. Hands off to Finner in the corner where she's trapped by Wise and Coughlin. Gets to Martins. Schnack wide open on the near side corner. Shot no good. Rebound brought in by Underwood. Here's Ryan, hounded by a couple Bulldogs. Here's
Saints
Monahan.
break the press. Under a minute to go. Lead by 7. They're going to dribble this out. Coach Jepson saying, hey, foul, foul, foul. They're going to get it in Monahan's hands. She is a great end-of-game free throw shooter.
And this stage does not bother her. She's been on this stage. And
What was that, Lewis Central, where she had those free throws to ice the game?
was it last year? And
It was in December, or it was this season. I don't remember who it was against.
Mm-hmm.
I announced her jinxed her.
No, you're good. Has no effect.
I apologize. Monahan misses the first 2. She has one more opportunity to push this thing to 8. And she misses the second into the hands of Finner. Saints are going to stay heavy with the press. Tipped away from Taylor. She regains. Finner picks it up. Now has it stolen by Coughlin. 36 seconds to go. She's going to dribble it out, and she'll be fouled. 32 and a half to go.
Chad, I don't know what the spoken goal was for this year, but I know coming in this season, I think making it to state was kind of the expectation. This run's not over. I know this game's not over, but I know the Saints have they have more lofty goals than just getting to Des Moines.
Coughlin does hit the first of 2. Misses the second. Rebound down to Miller. Stolen away by Maura Ryan, who gets it out to Wise. Now to Coughlin.
Shot clock's off. See what the Bulldogs do. Saints could dribble out if they allow them.
And now Underwood's just going to hold the ball here. And that foul will be called on Henderson. The Saints can feel it. Up by 8. Ava Underwood has a chance to ice this thing with 18.8 to go. Kirsten Piskorski will check in for Molly Wise, I believe. That is a violation on Underwood. You only get 10 seconds to shoot free throws.
And if it gets called, it's going to get called with this crew.
Hey,
Yes,
hey, a rule's a rule. So
I
Piskorski
know.
will come in for Wise. And, we've seen them count that multiple times. It's a rule. Underwood makes the second. She now has 17. The Saints lead by 9. Riverside gets it across the timeline. Taylor for 3. No good. Rebound will go
That's Richardson
to
with the
Richardson. She
putback.
gets the basket, and the Saints are going to dribble this out, and the Saints will march on to state for the second year in a row. Coach Wettengale has another state tournament qualifier. He's taken the St. Albert Saints, the St. Albert Falcons, the Lewis Central Titans, and the Abraham Lincoln Lynx to state. And for the second year in a row, he takes his alma mater back to Des Moines. They'll play Wednesday. Pairings will come up soon. A nice year by Riverside. They're going to finish the year 20-4.
Coach Nate Noon, or Mr. Noon, doing a great job holding that student section back.
No one wants to mess with Nate Noon.
No.
No one wants to mess with Nate Noon. You've got Mr. Cannon with the state qualifying banner
Just
at
watch
midcourt.
Cole here. Cole's going to cause some havoc. Am I wrong,
We're going to
Chad?
have the handshake line. And we do see
Coach Wood's over there helping regulate.
Yeah, we do see Riley Ewalt back on the court, unfortunately on crutches. I hope that won't be serious. As the Saints take the banner from Tim Cannon, and here come the students. We've got quite a celebration. The Channel 7 guys getting mobbed.
Uh-oh.
We got kids on the floor.
Little baseball celebration, Chad. Doggy pile.
We need to get everybody off the floor and in one piece. We're going to actually hang with you here just in case there's a net ceremony or anything like that.
Yeah, I'll say one thing, Chad. You know, coming into tonight, you know, we've seen the Saints be highly favored. They come in, take care of business, and they took care of business tonight. But you got to hand it to the Riverside Bulldogs. They fought. They do a lot. They were doing a lot of things that the Saints do to frustrate other teams. So, good game. They pushed the Saints to the brink, and you know, Saints prevailed. But hats off to the Bulldogs. See the boys down there?
Yeah. A nice celebration at half court.
Are we going to stick around for the net cutting?
If there is a net ceremony, we're going to stick around. If there isn't, then we're not. So we're kind of up in the air on that deal. We don't know what's going to happen.
We'll see if a ladder comes out.
I've not seen a ladder. They did cut the nets down in Harlan last year.
I see the AL administration over here.
Yep.
But hey, guys, it's been a great year. Me and Chad super happy to be able to broadcast these games, give these kids a stage, you know, and allow alum and family to watch throughout the state. So, thanks for sticking with us. We love doing it, and thanks for watching.
And we are incredibly fortunate to be a part of this. We appreciate all of the listeners, all the viewers, all the feedback that we get, the check-ins that we have. It means a lot, and it also helps when we know that people are actually watching. We're not just talking to ourselves on the internet.
Well, and I know the players, I know the athletes love the fact that we can broadcast, so grandma, grandpa can watch,
yep.
and, you know, whatever the case may be. But you guys are a big part of it. You know, if we were getting no viewers, we wouldn't be doing this. But I think we had over 1,100 viewers last night.
Yeah.
Looks like 1,100 views tonight.
And that'll go up overnight as well.
Yeah, and through the week. So
we appreciate the heck out of you guys. We are so fortunate, so blessed to do this.
Nope, never mind. I thought they were bringing the ladder out.
We are just so appreciative and thankful. And Saints will play Wednesday at 1:30. Check out the IGH SAU. Big thanks to those guys. They have media rights and stuff like that. So we understand that we have to pay for these types of things. But we do appreciate the IGH SAU providing an outlet for us to do this. And we will not be broadcasting from Des Moines.
Yeah, this is our
You
last
can
one
find that on YouTube. Follow StAlbertSportsFan.com for all of your needs. 1:30 Wednesday, opponent to be announced shortly. We'll get that tweeted out as soon as we see it.
Chad, do you want to talk about, I think we're going to do the first soccer game. We'll do the soccer game, the girls' soccer game that's at Creighton again.
Yep. We'll do the first soccer game at Iowa Western, which is the new home to Falcon and Saint Soccer. Then we will also do the Creighton soccer game against Carroll Kemper.
We've done that this will be our third or fourth
year probably doing that. And then Brady has free reign to do whatever the heck he wants to do, whether that's track, soccer, maybe some tennis, I don't know. If we could figure out how golf works, we'd probably do that, but that's a tougher one.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
That would be fun.
I have career aspirations of being a golf announcer, so that may be my big shot.
You know,
and then Brady and Kellen will be bringing you baseball and softball as the clock ticks on.
It doesn't look like we're going to cut down any nets today.
So I think with that, let's end on a high note. The Saints are off to state again. They fought back in a really tough battle with Riverside. You love to see it. What a finish by the Saints. So for Brady Smith, I'm Chad Hannon.
Jesse Shea.
Thanks for listening. We cannot say how proud we are of Coach Wettengale, his staff, these girls, the students, the school, and how fortunate we are to be affiliated with St. Albert Catholic Schools. We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, and God bless.